Hi everyone, my name is Dana. Today we're going to do a nice simple meal prep for my dogs. So starting off, the boys get 50-50 of Diamond Naturals, All Walks of Life, and Diamond Maintenance. Ambo gets 50 of Diamond Naturals, All Walks of Life, 25% of Diamond Performance, and then 25% of Diamond High Energy. So I'm leading off. This is a very simple, easy meal, and kibble is not evil. It's a really good base. So this is my base that I always use for whatever meal prep I do for my dogs. And I always hydrate it. That's a super important thing. Make sure you always pour water in. And then I actually tossed in a little bit of Ammo's mix for Gunner, just because I feel like as he's gotten older, he's been kind of losing weight easier. So I've been giving him a little bit extra to help him retain a healthy weight. So as you watch this video, you will notice the kibble soak up moisture, and that's a super good thing because that is how the dogs get the most nutrients out of it. So then I'm starting up with untamed salmon bites. These are treats that the dogs get throughout the day, but they are still a good source of protein, and I like to toss them in just because it adds flavor, it makes the meal more interesting and fun. Then next up, I'm going in with the organic kelp marine superfood. This supports healthy thyroid function, it helps reduce dental plaque, and it helps their fur growth as well. I also think it smells kind of good, and Ammo is by far my pickiest dog, and she seems to really enjoy this as an addition. This is something that I mainly use for Buddy's sake because he came to me with quite a bit of plaque buildup, and it's gotten a lot better. But it's still, we're not out of the woods yet. But I also use it as a preventative for the other two who are super chewers. This will soften up the plaque and make it easier to help maintain good dental and oral health with them. Then next up after that, I go in with the allergy aid, I believe. And this is also by Chew and Heal. And this supports skin and coat again, immune support, seasonal allergies. It's packed with antioxidants, and it has lots of omega fatty acid. And this is something I used to only give Gunner, but recently we've had really bad air quality, so I have been giving the other two this as well, even though they don't have allergies, because it supports respiratory health. So I'm doing this more as a preventative. They get the other chews in the morning. Both the boys get 2 in the morning. Emma only needs 1 in the morning. And this is another product that actually smells really nice for me too. Next up, following up with milk thistle. This does not smell nice. This smells like fish. But it's good for their thyroid. It's good for their liver function, and it has antioxidants. It also helps with their fur, keeping their skin hydrated. It is made with wild Alaskan salmon oil and milk thistle and moringa oil, vitamin E, and I just do a nice dash in. This is a very omega-3 oriented meal, but in Gunner's sake, I feel like this has been really helping him out. I've been doing kind of combinations like this for a while now, and Gunner has been really crazy, like back to his old self. So then I'm following up with Stewart's beef liver, and what I do is I save when it's kind of just the dust and the crumbles at the bottom, and then this is another meal topper. Ammo got a lot of beef liver as treats the past 2 days, so I'm not topping her meal with this, just for variety. But for the boys, they're getting, a nice scoop, just more protein, but a different variety. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's good. It's freeze-dried meat. Dogs are meat eaters. This is really good for them. And it helps with muscles. In Gunner's case, the more muscles, the better because of his hips. In Buddy's case, the more muscles, the better because he came to me obese. So next up is Norwegian salmon oil, and I'm just doing a splash of this in each of their bowls because this is very omega-3 oriented, but it's antibiotic-free salmon, great source of fatty acids, and it helps with fur growth. And this will help Ammo too because she just came out of season, and Gunner, with him having allergies and dusty dry skin, this will help with that too. Next up is chicken sprinkles. This is just another meal topper, and since Ammo didn't get any beef liver as a topper, she gets 2 little sprinkles on the top, and this is more for flavor than anything. But I still feel like it is a different source of protein, which is good. And like I said, I like including that variety. So there's some fish, there's some chicken, there's some beef. That's, a lot of the staple ingredients. I honestly kind of avoid pork because I'm allergic to pork, but I could probably include it to dogs, but since I'm afraid of it, I feel like my dogs couldn't have it either. But that is the meal for today. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. I hope that you found this educational and informative and kind of showed you what to do and different things to do with your dog to make their meals a little bit more fun for them and to help make the most out of your kibble. This has been a really affordable meal for me personally. So you don't really have to pay an arm and a leg to make your dog's meals a little bit better for them and a little bit more healthy for them and just give them more of a variety. And this is something I like to switch up their meals. This is what I've been doing for a while because I do farmers markets and I sell dog products at the farmers markets. And basically whenever I buy the dog products that I'm selling, I always buy one for me to use for my dogs because everything I sell is stuff I stand by. So sometimes I have more of chew and heel. If you haven't noticed, I just got an order of chew and heel. That's why a lot of it was chew and heel oriented. But then, as more orders come in, I will get more stuff of different varieties, and that is good too. There's nothing wrong with that. But I will always use products that I stand by. So if you're not certain yourself, I trust these products, I use these products, I like these products, so I'm not sponsored by these products either. But any questions, any comments, please leave them down below. If you would like to learn more about any of these products, ask away. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!